In 2010, a woman from Virginia went to sleep with a migraine and woke up speaking English with a British accent. She had never been to Britain. She had never tried to speak that way. Her brain had simply, overnight, reorganized the way it produced language. Doctors told her it would pass. It has been over a decade. She has never spoken normally since. Her name is Lisa Alamia, and she is not alone. There are fewer than 100 documented cases of foreign accent syndrome in the entire history of medicine, but every single one follows the same pattern: a stroke, a migraine, a brain injury, a surgery, and then a voice the person has never heard before, coming out of their own mouth, saying words they have spoken 10,000 times, but saying them differently, saying them like someone from somewhere they have never been, and they cannot turn it off. To understand why, you have to understand what an accent actually is. Most people think of an accent as a habit, something you pick up, something you could change if you tried hard enough, but that is not what an accent is. An accent is a motor program. Your brain contains a precise set of instructions for how to position your tongue, your lips, your jaw, and your vocal cords to produce every sound in your language, built over years, locked in by adolescence. By the time you are an adult, producing your accent requires no conscious thought whatsoever. This program lives in a specific network of brain regions: the motor cortex, the cerebellum, Broca's area, all of them working in precise coordination to produce the sounds that make you sound like you. When one part of that network is damaged, the program doesn't disappear, it breaks. And a broken program does not produce silence, it produces something else. A British woman who suffered a stroke began speaking with what listeners identified as a French accent. A Spanish woman woke up sounding Eastern European. An American man injured in a car accident began speaking with what people described as an Irish lilt. None of them had ever spoken those accents before. None of them chose them. None of them could stop. In 1941, a Norwegian woman named Astrid suffered a severe stroke during the German occupation of Norway. When she recovered her speech, she spoke Norwegian, but with what listeners immediately identified as a German accent. Her neighbors stopped speaking to her. Her community assumed she had collaborated with the enemy. She was socially ostracized for the rest of her life, not because of anything she had done, because a stroke had rearranged the timing of her vowels. She was punished for a voice she had never chosen and could not change. But the cases neurologists find most puzzling are the ones where the new accent is impossible. Patients waking up with accents from countries they have never visited, rhythms from regions they have no connection to. One theory is that the brain is not producing a genuine foreign accent at all. It is producing a degraded version of the original, and the human brain, desperate to make sense of it, reaches for the nearest category it recognizes. The accent is not in the speaker's mouth. It is in the listener's brain. You have never heard your own voice the way other people hear it. When you speak, sound travels through the bones of your skull to reach your ears, a different path than the one it takes through air to reach everyone else. The voice in your head is literally a different sound than the voice the people around you have been hearing your entire life. Your accent, the precise automatic program your brain has been running since childhood, is something you have never consciously controlled. It was built inside you, by your environment, by the people around you, by the years that made you who you are. It is one of the most intimate things about you, and one of the things you have the least control over. Lisa Alamia says the hardest part is not the accent itself. The hardest part is that nobody believes her. People assume she is faking, that nobody could possibly wake up one morning and simply sound different. But that is exactly what happened. Because the voice you think of as yours was never as stable as you believed. It was always a program running on hardware that can fail. One stroke, one injury, one severe migraine, and the people who love you would need a moment to recognize you. That version of you is not hypothetical. It exists in the same brain processing these words right now. The program is running. You just never had to think about it before.